New at 10 now, as America was leaving Afghanistan last month. You'll probably remember a suicide bomber attack left 13 American soldiers dead and 18 more wounded.
One of the wounded was from Northeast Wisconsin. Tonight, NBC 26's Noel Friel sat down with his family and shares his story.
The small town of Wasaukee is home to a hero. 20-year-old Lance Corporal Michael Gretzen was one of the U.S. Marines injured in the suicide bombing attack at Kabul airport back in August.
When you hear the news and the things going on in the world, you stop, listen, you go on with your day. But when you have somebody in the military and you hear something like that, you just freeze until you hear how they are.
Michael knew he wanted to join the military from the time he was a child. His family says he's always had a passion for public service.
Mikey's always had a good sense of humor. He's worked hard at everything that he's done. He also wants to be a firefighter or a police officer after this.
Michael graduated from Wasaukee High School just 2 years ago in 2019. His senior year, he enlisted in the U.S. Marines. He was deployed to Afghanistan in spring of this year.
As a military family, you know that's part of what could be, but you hope that they never need to be deployed. Obviously we're worried.
The evening after the attack on August 26th, his family finally heard from Michael.
His first message he was able to get his mom and his wife was that he was involved, injured, but alive.
He had suffered extensive injuries as a result of the blast.
He did get shrapnel to his left shoulder and upper arm bicep area, and then he had 2 blown eardrums. He had a traumatic brain injury, from the sheer force of the bomb. He was only 10 feet away from it when it went off.
Despite his injuries, his family is thankful to have him alive. Many of the 13 service members who lost their lives that day were friends of Michael's.
As soon as they graduated their basic, COVID hit. So they were kind of stuck. He ended up spending the next year with all these guys, so they became extremely close.
As Michael recovers at a naval base hospital in San Diego, his family has started a GoFundMe. The family says the support from their community has been overwhelming.
The biggest response has been from our hometown. People say things about small towns, but in the event of something like this, they really do come together. The whole town is behind him, and everybody's pulling for him to get better and be able to come home if he's medically released or when his tour is up.
In Wasaukee, Noel Friel, NBC 26.